Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are watching this out there on the World Wide Web. This is Jeremy Geelan for SYS-CON TV. We're here at 5th Cloud Expo. We're in New York City. I say we. I am referring, of course, to John Treadway. He is none less than the General Manager of Cloud Computing Solutions at Unisys, a sponsor. Friends, I think.
Yes.
And fast friends, it should be said. But here's the odd thing. When Unisys first got into the cloud, I remember other cloud players whose names escape me being surprised.
Well, Unisys is a company that's been around for a long time and not tend to be known for being on the innovative and cutting edge of things. And I think a little over a year ago, the management team at Unisys saw that there was a really great opportunity, and a lot of bright people got together and started thinking about how we were going to actually leverage this massive shift in technology in the enterprise, which is our space. Of course, we're big in the enterprise, we're big in the data center, and so actually this change got us into a much more innovative mode, and it's actually been quite fun and interesting.
Well, I can certainly validate my interactions with Unisys. You are like the new leading edge guys. It's wonderful. It's been fun, it's been informative, and you're pretty much ahead of a lot different
Well, I think we're ahead in actually implementation of a lot of people, because and I think there is this difference and great distinction, and thank you for bringing this up. There are a lot of big companies out there talking about, oh, they're doing cloud this or doing cloud that, but they're actually not. They haven't done anything new. They haven't built any new IP. They've just taken what they have, and we love the term cloud washing, but they are doing that. We've built new technology, we've built new IP, we've built services practices, and we've built a cloud, and we're building more.
I'm wondering, John, whether there wasn't some pent-up, you hear a lot of people on the stage here or wherever in their blogs, positing that perhaps there was just a pent-up creativity in IT in general that the cloud has helped unleash. Maybe that was true of Unisys, that Unisys was a phenomenon looking for somewhere to phenom, and the cloud came along. Well, it's phenomening, I'm telling you.
Well, we're phenomening. Yes, it's. I suppose that could be true, and I think all of us are very happy. All of those vendors, all of us technology providers, are very happy to have a new exciting thing to focus on, right? Because for the last several years, it's been a little bit down. The whole technology market has really been about the Web 2.0 social media stuff, which despite several attempts isn't really where the enterprise is actually focused and not spending a lot of money, and especially in this down economy. So when you take the economics of cloud computing, right, with also what it does on the business side, the agility side, and the economy that we have right now, it's kind of this magical mashup of great timing and great things going on.
Magical mashup, I like that. We can give up perfect storm. I'm going to steal magical mashup from now, and I like it. Right. Now here's the thing: Unisys sets in. I'm just guessing here. Unisys sets out to go into a sexy area, a faster moving area. Sure. I'm thinking that some kind of brains trust is involved, and off you go, and you have this incredible speed out of the box, and suddenly we've got this stealth technology. Has it gone strategically the way you thought it was going? Has it taken any strange turns? Are you in more places than you thought, fewer places than you thought? How's it played out for the company?
Well, I think I think it's actually playing out a lot about how we planned it. There's a tremendous amount of. There's all this new technology, this stealth stuff you mentioned, and it takes time, right? It takes time to actually get these things to market. And so we have a lot of teams that are working on lots of different projects to actually deliver this technology, and more things we haven't talked about yet, more things that are coming. And it's a lot of fun, and I think there are some really bright, very dedicated, very hardworking people that are making it happen. It's not one person's brain trust or idea. It's not just this guy says let's do it and we'll do it. It's a whole bunch of people that are on the same journey and really pulling in the same direction.
And what should we expect from Unisys? You seem to have this, we've talked about this renewed energy, getting a lot of coverage everywhere, so right up there with the big guys, and of course probably favorably compared to the big guys, because as you say, you've got IP. Always going to be security as the thread, but you've done data centers forever, so doing people's clouds, it's no biggie, right?
And actually, that's something that we're seeing more of than we had anticipated, which is actually good for us, is that we're actually working with a lot of cloud providers today. Not just enterprises. We thought all of our activity would be selling our cloud service, secure cloud, to enterprises, having them use it, or taking that technology and we've bundled it up in our secure private cloud offering and having enterprises deploy it as a private cloud. What we're finding is that, well, we built a public cloud called Secure Cloud. Other people want it. So we're actually working with telcos and other hosting and service providers and actually building clouds for them. And Unisys, a big chunk of our business is in the outsourcing space, and we run hundreds of data centers for our clients around the globe. Well, a cloud is a data center, right? So we're now finding that there's a demand for service providers to help for us to help them build their cloud, but then to operate it as well, because they don't have the skills and capabilities in-house to actually operate the complexity of automation that is in a cloud. They can get the lights on, they can get the network connected, but beyond that, they need our help.
I like that. Good analogy. So virtual data centers is going to be like a huge thing for you.
Yeah, I mean, these are real physical data centers, right? It's just remotely managed. I mean, we have a business of managing remotely using onshore and offshore resources and technology, managing people's data
Just that they can sort. It's the sourcing aspect.
Yeah, so it's in their data center, inside their four walls, but our people are either on-site or remotely managing and monitoring it and doing all of the work, and they're collecting the revenue and paying us. And it's a great partnership. It works really well. We've got some customers that we're working very closely with now, and we'll have some announcements, I'm sure, at some point. Not all that close, probably, but it's really that part of the business has really picked up in a very unexpected way, and it's a lot of fun. And these are big opportunities, Unisys size opportunities. We don't like doing.
What did you say? Unisys size?
Yeah, we're not a company that excels at doing $100,000 deals, right? We're a company that excels at doing tens of millions of dollars of transactions. We do things that are quite a bit smaller, of course, and we have lots of customers in the hundreds to thousands. But we really, a lot of our revenue comes from larger customers doing strategic things with us, and we're really, really good at running data centers. And so that synergy actually works really well in this cloud space, where these guys can put up the data center, but running this stuff is hard for them.
I'm sure a lot of people following this, you are telling them things they may not have known about Unisys, which is the purpose of doing this kind of...
It's something we didn't know about ourselves. I mean, we knew that we were good at data centers. We didn't know we would find a lot of our cloud opportunity in service providers as a market. We didn't anticipate that. The technology we built works perfectly for it, but it's not just the technology, because there's a lot of people here that are supplying technology that service providers can use to build clouds. But who can actually build the cloud for them? And then more importantly, how many people here can operate the cloud for you? None of them.
Well, I like your distinction already earlier on between cloud watching and what you're doing, which you're calling cloud building. So maybe now there's a third one, cloud operate. I know there must be
operating a cloud, doing managed services around this technology is very much a part of our strategic focus.
Right. Well, the only thing I got to ask you this: you've been at the show. I think you've been here all 3 days.
Yes.
What do you think?
Oh, I think it's been great. I've had some great conversations. We've had some customers come by, including some defense contractors. We're big in the federal space, and had some very good, productive partnering meetings as well with some of the people here on the floor. So I think it's been good.
And if you're a multi-billion-dollar someone or other, you need to call up to John Treadway and say you want a cloud built. Sounds it's that simple, right?
Well, you don't have to be multi-billion dollars, but yes, if you need strategic help in getting your cloud built and getting it deployed and working with a company that knows how to manage and operate a data center, there's not a lot of companies out there that can do that, and we certainly are finding that that's a lot of fun for us.
Well, I can recommend the audience to spin on over to unisys.com/cloud and then bypass the need to go anywhere else. Just see what John and his team are producing. And thank you, John Treadway.
Thank you, Jeremy,
for speaking with us, and hope to speak with you again, if not in Europe, then in the West Coast, or anyway,
absolutely,
to be continued. Thank you, John, and thank you for following this out there on the World Wide Web.